Well, property taxes could soon be going up in Buncombe County, and for some people, it could be significant. Much of it hinges on how much your property value has gone up or down, based on revaluation that happened this year. But there are other factors in play. News 13's Frank Crocker is live in downtown Asheville tonight. Who stands to lose in all this, Frank?
Well, if property you own is worth more now, well, you'll be paying more. If it's worth less, you pay less. It sounds simple, but it is not.
We can start the PowerPoint.
County Manager Wanda Green runs down the numbers, a complicated $337 million budget that needs to be passed before the end of the month.
We tried to explain where the money's going, the unfunded mandates, the decrease in property values, and I think people understand that it's different times.
A public hearing on a new budget that calls for raising property taxes to offset the fact that tax revenues are way down. Then there's a bad economy and less help for mandatory programs. An 8 cents per $100 bump, a 15% increase, at least on paper. A lot depends on where you live.
City values basically went up. County values went down. Overall, people went down 3% in the county.
Whether the county gets control of places like McCormick Field, the Nature Center, and all Asheville parks plays into the situation.
General Assembly has asked us to set up a cultural and recreation authority which would decrease people's tax in the city if the city's permitted to come into that.
You might think you're getting a curveball from legislators and people like that, but the public needs to be informed.
A public hearing on a budget that includes property tax hikes, a single voice of dissent. But Jerry Rice attends every county commission meeting.
I might be the only yapper up here, but let me tell you, it's because I've got the time to come, and I'm going to keep yapping.
We're going to have a higher tax rate, but it's going to be on lower property values for most people. So the net effect of what the rate will be will depend on how far your property value went down.
Well, it's looking like the overall increase may wind up being in the neighborhood of 4.5%, which could amount to a wash for a lot of taxpayers. Now, all this will be decided 3 weeks from tonight, and that's when commissioners will have to vote on a final county budget for next year. Reporting live in Asheville, Frank Crocker, News 13.